Hey everybody, I wanted to share with you two upcoming events, and I know they're kind of far down the road, but if you're anything like me, you're busy and you gotta get your calendar situated around so that you can fit in the things that are important to you and that are possibly for your benefit. And the first one is this right here. It's called The Bait of Satan, and it's a book study that I want to do here at my house. I've already read through the book once. It was recommended to me by a good friend, and it's deep stuff. It's really, really good stuff. It's inspiring. It's very convicting, and I just was so blown away by it because of the culture we're living in today. I mean, offense is something that happens a lot, and that's one of the things that this book is talking about, is the bait of Satan, the bait being offense. And it's something that God talked to me about quite some time ago, about the sin of offense, and he led me to a friend who led me to this book, and it's been very freeing. So I would love to partner with some other women that will come alongside me in this little journey of how to deal with this issue, and get some input and wisdom from them, and just hopefully create some friendships and fellowship along the line. So if you're interested in doing this study with me, I'm going to start it on Saturday, September the 14th here at my house, and we're going to finish the book in 6 weeks. We're going to do about 2 chapters a week. So if you're interested in participating in this, obviously you'll have to buy the book. You can get it pretty much wherever you want nowadays, so I'm not really going to recommend any place. So also, this ends the weekend before this begins. So this is called the Living Your Dreams Women's Conference. It's going to be held Friday, November the 1st. It's a weekend. It's going to be at Alpine Lake Resort. And why I'm mentioning it so early is because there's a discount available if you register by September the 15th. Now, a couple things that I want to talk about, say, in respect to the conference. First of all, a lot of women's conferences or things of that nature, a lot of times they can be to where you just go and you sit and you listen, and you just kind of take all the information in and take notes or whatever, and that is great. It's very, very beneficial. But one of the things that I like about this particular conference is, for somebody who's like me, I'm a hands-on learner. This is going to be a very proactive conference. You're not just going to be sitting and taking in, you're going to be doing. It's going to be provoking. It's going to there's going to be a call to action. There's going to be things that you can do while you're there, other than just sitting and listening. Not that that doesn't have its benefits. The other thing I want to say about this is, back in the day when I was going to school, we didn't have a lot of women's conferences back then. And when I started into college, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I had a lot of insecurity at the time. I really wasn't sure what direction to go, and I was just confused. I just was confused and didn't know what to do, and as a result, I didn't last very long. I only did about a year and a half of college, and I dropped out. Now, I did have the benefit, God did bless me later in life to be able to go back to school and finish my degree, but one of the things that this conference is designed to do is to help women find their purpose, find their direction, find their place in the world, right? And there's different stages to that. If you're just starting out, I've talked to a lot of young women who are graduating from high school, knowing they got to go to college and pick a career, and they're just as scared as I was, and they're like, I don't know what to do. This is like a lifelong decision, and it's a lot of pressure. And there's other women who are stay-at-home moms, and they struggle with that, and I've been there. I was a stay-at-home mom at one time, and I just felt like I really needed to be out working, but God was calling me to be there, and I needed to figure out how to be content where he had me at that time. So life, brings all these different journeys, right? It brings all these different transitions. My husband and I are eventually going to get to a point where we're going to retire. What does that look like? What does it look like when your kids grow up and leave the home? What does that leave for you? So this is a great conference to kind of help you figure out other women that will speak into your life about your skills and your talents, and recognize things in you and how you can use them, right? And that's one of the things the Lord did with me when I decided to go back to school later in life. I came across people that the Lord put in my life that pointed out things to me that said, hey, you should maybe consider this. Hey, what about that? So I hope you will prayerfully consider both of these options. It's just a great way to get together with other women, to fellowship and to grow and to learn and to be inspired and encouraged and to be cheerleaders for one another. So if you're interested in this, contact me. If you're interested in the conference, I'm going to put a link on there on the website separately. Joetta Schneider is in charge of this, and she's got a whole web page and a Facebook page with all kinds of other information. If you can't come up for the whole weekend, you can do it day or 2 days. If you don't want to stay at the resort, you can stay someplace else. So there's lots of options, guys. Give it some thought. Please spread the word. Thanks.